EasyWorship is a software whereby we input, build, import, and display our lyrics, video slide with a presentation that is powerful. It's a software that we use in churches and is presentable with ease. A lot of people have been asking me to make a video on EasyWorship, what is used for, how we can use it to project our songs, our lyrics, or display our videos for our church members, for the audience to see. I'm happy to tell you that in this video, that is what we are going to be doing. Once again, good afternoon, good morning, good day, wherever or whatever time you are watching this video from. This is It's Possible Production Academy once again, and I want to appreciate as many of us that are returning subscribers. Thank you for being a little part of our family. I also want to tell those people that if you are new to this channel, you are coming across this channel for the first time. What we do in this channel is that we teach, we train people, we do media consultation on media, live streaming, projection, video editing, audio editing, and also tools tips that is related to media. Without much further ado, so if you are watching this video for the first time, if you are coming across the channel for the first time, don't forget to like this video, to subscribe to this channel so that you can be aware when we drop new videos, and also don't forget to turn that notification bell, that whenever we drop new videos, you will be the first person to enjoy it. Without much further ado, can we dive in? EasyWorship is a software, as I've said earlier, that EasyWorship is a software that we use to build and display our lyrics. So this is the interface of EasyWorship. Now in EasyWorship, this is part of what you will see. You will see file, edit, live, profile view, help, pre-live, alert, logo, black, clear, and live. If you don't know anything about EasyWorship, or you want to download it or install it, or you are looking for a free version of EasyWorship, EasyWorship that has no watermark, there is a link I'll drop in the description of this video, and at the end of this video, make sure that you watch this video to the end, because it is when you watch it to the end that you'll be able to have access to that video that I explain in depth of how to install, how to download and install EasyWorship. So this is the interface of EasyWorship. This is how EasyWorship looks like. So this is if you are installing for the first time, this is not the main interface, but because we've been able to do some editing on it, so let me just explain what EasyWorship is all about and the practical aspect. Now this is file. You see new, see open, schedule, save as, close, schedule, report, open and exit. This is edit, where you have a lot of whole bunch of keys. This is live, this is profile, this is view, this is help. Now the first thing you want to do in EasyWorship is you want to type in a song. Now there are different ways and different methods of typing in a song, but I will just be explaining the easiest way for typing a song. Now this is song. You put your, this is song, you click here, and then you go to this plus sign here, you click it. Now under, it's going to actually bring a dialog box. Now under that, you see title, you see label and song. Now label is where you want to differentiate your first verse from the second verse. Probably you have the first verse, after the first verse you have chorus, after the chorus you have maybe prelude, prelude, first, chorus. So you have prelude, you can just quickly type prelude, then you type in your song. You are great. That's my prelude. Now after my prelude, I have go to chorus. Now when you want to go to the next page, just like your Microsoft Word, what you just do is just press Ctrl and enter. Just like Microsoft Word, when you want to go to your next page, you just press Ctrl and enter. You see it's going to just give you take you to the next page, or you just press your down arrow 2 times, 1 2, and it's going to bring it. Can you see now? So let's say my chorus is you are mighty, and then this is my first verse. This is my verse 1. Now most reason why I do recommend that you label your songs, because there are songs that the choir might say, okay, we are not singing verse 2, let's or the leader, worship leader might just tell you that we are singing verse 4. And let's assume that there's a song that has prelude, a song that has choruses, and then now begins to have verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, verse 4. And then in your wanting to go to verse 4, you don't remember that it has prelude, is that it has chorus. And then you just click on the fourth click position, and that which is the second. Initially that fourth position will be the second, because when we talk about prelude 1, chorus 2, then verse 1, verse 2, that is the fourth, you understand. So when you click on it, it will, they will be like, what's media projecting, this is not the verse 4. So it's advisable that you label your song. Now that's verse 2 and verse 1. Now this is verse 2 and verse 2. Let me see. You are awesome. Control enter, then you go to your verse 3, then you type in, then you go to your verse 4, then you type in whatever you want to type in. And after that, you give your song a title. Let's name it text. So you give your song a title, then you click on apply, and then you click on OK. So when you search your song, you see text there. So this is my song here, which is text. Now we have a lot of a full bunch of that's the song over there. Now the another thing is the scripture. I'm going to be dropping the motivation zip file or raw file for us to be able to download the version, the different versions of the Bible, because EasyWorship does not comes with different versions. Yes, EasyWorship only comes with little versions, and you might want to use many versions for your projection. So I'm going to be dropping the link in the description, and if in case, maybe because I said I discovered that YouTube don't want you to be dropping external links, so what I'll just do is maybe I'll drop my WhatsApp number so you can contact me, and then I'm going to send you the different versions of the Bible that you need. So this is my scripture, and then you just John chapter 3 verse 4, just press enter. It's just going to give you directly to your that. Now let me just quickly explain themes. Themes is where how you want your songs to be like, how you want your songs to be like, your scriptures, your presentation. You don't want you don't just ordinarily want it to have a white background, a black background. No, you want something that makes sense. So let me just try. What you just do is if you have downloaded, probably you downloaded a loop, or you downloaded a picture that you want it. What you just do is you go to your media, you click on your media here, and then under media you see video, you see images, you see feeds, you see DVD, and you see audio. Now what you do, if it is a video, you bring in your video by clicking on this plus sign heart here, you click on it, then it's going to direct you to your you now click on wherever you put your let's say this is whatever you downloaded, or maybe you copy it to your laptop, copy down, you just click on it and it's open. The reason why it's asking me to replace is because I already bought it, so I will let me just cancel it. So um this is the video. Now what I will just do is now right click on that video, you will see copy to themes. Now Easy Worship will ask you, do you want to use it as a song theme, as a scripture theme, or as a presentation theme? Now I'm going to use it as a scripture theme. So if I click on scripture theme, it's going to be added to my list of scripture theme. Now I'm going to go back to my themes. I'm going to go back to my thing, and then I went back to scriptures here. You see, these are this whole bunch of things I installed for my song. Now this is scripture. Now you see scripture. Now you see this is the thing over here. Now I can now right click on it, and now what, and make it as my default scripture themes. Default scripture theme. So whenever I want to project, it's the one. Can you see? It's the one that is going to be bringing on my scripture. You see how nice it is. So it's advisable to just download background loops, download download videos, download images that you can use and import to your EasyWorship so that you can have a nice and professional presentation. That's that about things. Now images, let's assume I'm not interested in the video, I want to use image. Just click here, you click on this add button, also the same thing as with reading. So let's assume this is the image I want to use as my default scripture themes. I'll just right click as I've done the other time and what copy to themes, and then you want go to scripture themes. So when I check my scripture themes, I'm going to find it there. Now go to themes, and then go to my scripture, because I copy it into scripture themes, not song. Don't forget, this is it over here. Freedom. So I'm just going to right click on it and then set as what? Set as my default. When I go to my scriptures, it's automatically, can you see how? Can you see how it is? How nice it is. So that's that. How to project your scriptures and how to use a custom background to it. I mean your own personal background. Now that's about song scriptures. Now I want to explain something quickly. There is a way you search for song. There's a way you search for scripture. Let's assume that you have a whole lot of you have a whole lot of songs on your on your let me just read this one because I'm not going to use it again. So you have a whole bunch of songs on your EasyWorship, can use the database, and you're actually looking for a particular song and you know how to go about it, and you can't even remember the title. Yes, there are two ways by you can search for songs and scripture. One is by title, another one is by reference. Now what I mean by reference is that it can just be a phrase, it can just be a sentence, it can just be a word inside the song, not like just maybe you are, let me sing this song, you are courageous, you are holy one, you walk upon the sea, and you don't remember that you are great is the title, and you already have it typed on your EasyWorship and you are looking for it. You can just search for holy one, and then you just see it. Now and we are going to do it now so that we can understand. Now I'll be searching for a song I type on Sunday, which is great is thy faithfulness. That is the song, and I let me see, let's for instance, I don't remember that great is thy faithfulness is the title now, but I remember that morning by morning is there. Now what you do is you see this thing, you click on it till you bring out a search button. Now you now type morning by morning. Now every song that has that song is the one. Can you see now? This all the songs that has morning by morning. Now you now go to the one I'm looking for, great is thy faithfulness. Can you see now? Can you see? So it automatically brings it out without stress. You don't without stress. Just because I don't remember the title of that song or the title I used to save that song, but I remember a particular word, a particular phrase, a particular sentence out of the song. So I'll just search that song. Now let's do the same for scriptures also. Now you go to scripture. Now let's assume the minister was saying, in him was light, and the light was the light, and the light was the life of men. I can't remember, and I just quote it and I wanted to project it. What I'll just use just to click on this until it bring out the search, and I'll just type in was light. Okay, name was life. So you see every Bible verse that talks about that particular thing, that particular word, as it critical. It now First Samuel 25 verse 36 brought it out because it talks about, is why the Bible said, and Abigail came to Nabal, and behold, he had a feast in his house, like the feast of a king, and Nabal out was until the morning light, because there is light there. In name was light. Now this is where what I'm actually looking for. John 1 verse 4, and then you just project it and yeah, fine. I hope we get and understand that particular part and aspect. So that is how to search for songs and scriptures by reference. Now, let me explain something here. Now let me explain. Yes, this whole bunch of life, go back, logo on live output, black on live output, clear text on live output, show live output. It's also the same thing that is here. Go live and logo black clear live. So in case probably we don't want to we don't want to use this particular one, we can just do this. Now what is logo on live output? It means that whenever you click on logo on live output, there is a logo that maybe you want to set your church logo, or you want to set a flyer, maybe your Sunday flyer, your Sunday design, and you don't want maybe after the scriptures, like after maybe they've read the scripture and you still want to maintain, you don't want to just, for example, now let me explain what I mean. Let's say for example, 1 Samuel 25 verse 33 is what the scripture called, and I just um project it, and the scripture is the preacher is done with that, and I want to project our Sunday flyer. Now this is our Sunday flyer, and then I'll be projecting our Sunday flyer again. Now the preacher asked me to go back to 1 Samuel. If you don't remember that is 1 Samuel 25 verse 33, it will be very very difficult for you to just type. So what in that case, what you just do is just, you see this flyer, you're just going to right click on it and use as logo background. Can you see? So whenever I let's see. So now that is my song. So whenever they are finished, whenever I want to bring it up on EasyWorship, I'll just click on logo. It's just going to automatically, can you see, this is my live output here. This is my live output. Can you just, it automatically be, and when I'm done with it, and probably I want to look for a scripture, and let me go to 1 Samuel 25 verse 36, and then I click it, the logo will still be there until you click on it again, and then it bring out the Bible verse. Now let me explain something to you quickly. Whatever you use, this is input and this is output. For every input, there must always be output. For every output, there must always be an input that will give an output. Without input, there can never be output. And input cannot work also without an output. So this is preview and this is live output. This is preview output, this is live output. You can actually change the interface. How? In your view button, you see preview and live combined. I don't actually advise it, because most times when you won't know, for example, let's say the the choir is singing verse 4 and you are projecting verse 3. When you just click on it, automatically it's bringing verse 3, but for you to be able to see it before it goes live, that is why you have to use this preview and live. It's going to change the interface now. You have to, so that if you want to, this is verse 3, no, it's verse 4 I want to project. Before you can project it, you now, okay, this is verse 4, before you now double click and it's now go to verse 4. Can you understand? It's just like OBS Studio. I will still explain that in OBS Studio in another video, when I'll be explaining how to use OBS Studio. So that is the reason why you have to put it in preview and live. Preview and live. Don't use preview and live combined. Don't use live with resource preview. No, just leave it as preview and live. Now if you want to save your, probably you want to save your ministers, or you want to prepare for service tomorrow, and the preacher has already given you the Bible scripture that I want to use, the choir have given you their songs, they have given everything they will be using for service. All you just do is just that you create a schedule. That is why we have schedule here. Can you see schedule? So what you do is just you click on this place, you see new schedule. That is when you want to have a new schedule. But let's assume that you don't want to just be going to new schedule like this, because if you click new schedule, it's just going to, nothing is going to change. So what you just do is, let's assume this is the song my choristers are singing to. What I'll just do is just to bring it here. I will drag and drop. Can you see? I've drag and drop I want to also project my church media, my church design, our design for Sunday. I'll just drag and drop again. Let's assume there's a video that the pastor said we'll watch tomorrow, for instance. So let's say this is the video. I'll just drag and drop again. Well, let's assume our pastor has already given Bible verse. I'll just drag and drop again. And when I'm through with everything, I'll just hit on save, and then I will name it whatever name I want to give onto it. Let's say my Sunday service. So I just open. It's going to save. So I can close it. I can close my EasyWorship. Now I'm going to close it and I'm going to open it back. Oh, sorry. I'm opening my EasyWorship back. So now I want to open the schedule I've saved the other time. So open, you see it's a Sunday service, or let's say you don't want to, you can just go to open schedule. Yes, open schedule, you press your control, then this is my Sunday service, and then I just open it, enter, bring out everything that I've saved, so I don't have to start typing, start doing. That's why it's good for us to actually have a kind of, should I call it a rehearsal? The SC setup, yes, setup before your Sunday service. And also another thing I will explain is this edit options, that all the settings that you need for your EasyWorship. We have main output, general song, scripture, presentation, transition, and alert. Now this one all needs to be before you can add this one, because this is monitor, custom position, and NDI stream. But on the norms, when you extend your screen with your window key and P, and click on extended, it's going to extend your screen to, you extend your laptop to the second screen, to the screen. Either you are using a TV, a monitor, a projector, or any screen at all that you are using. It's going to extend it. I've extended my screen like that, so when I click on go back, I'm going to see my screen. So I'm going to see that is my screen is going to, can you see secondary screen? So if I click on OK, it's actually displayed, but because you might not be able to see my second screen display. Sorry about that. I'm not with my camera, so I can be able to show you that. So it does, it's actually going to display. So now let's assume that you want to do some little adjustments. You don't like how you can just, your song, you don't like how it is, you can just go to font, you can change the font, you can change the size, you can change the color, you can change the style, you can change the alignment. Also, same thing also applies to what applies to scriptures. You can change the font, you can change the color, the outline, the shadow, the margin. Just play with everything, and then you see that's the scripture font. Then the verse also, you can change it, and also the reference, you can change it. So that is about that. Now let me explain the use of alerts. Now we have nursery alert, we have message alert. Now let me type welcome, welcome to church. So when I click on it, it's just going to display on top of my screen. But if I'm going to use a message alert, it's going to display and it will stay. You understand? Or if I'm going to be using message alert, you click on message alert. Message alert is just that maybe announcement. You just want some people to wait after the service. You want them to pay into their accounts details. You are trying to tell them, okay, our service continues Sunday for our normal Sunday service, Tuesday for our Bible study and the likes. So you go to add, and then you type it. You are welcome to church. Service continues on Tuesday for Bible study. So I click on OK, and then you click on show. It's going to display Can you see it's already bringing it? It's going to display. Now this plus it means the number of like if the so now count now. So you see it can just, so if I want to divide it, I can what, I can edit it here. I can edit it, the number of display I want. I can say until I remove, then scroll is, should you use scrolling, is it scrolling when needed, is it static, you can just do it and it's what that is going to, you see, welcome to Tuesday Bible study, and it will just continue to show. And when maybe I'm not, I don't want it to, I'll just click on hide and it's going to stop. Yes, it's going to stop. Can you see it has actually stopped. So that's for that's the what message alert is for. Now let's assume okay, let me begin my scriptures, and I just want this clear. Is it means that all the words that are on it is going to go, it's just the background. Can you see? Just the background that is there. So just take this back. This remote is whenever you want to connect your phone, yes, your phone with EasyWorship, just to do some related to control. That's when you can, do it. But I'm not doing that now. What other things I think we should, I think I'll be able to explain some scriptures, media, presentation. Presentation is just when you just have like your speaker name, probably you have a PowerPoint, you can just bring it in and and themes, your scriptures, your things. And if you want to add a custom theme, you want to do your own theme maybe for your song, you can just click on this plus icon, and then it's going to pop up, and then they will ask you, then you just do some little things. Inspector, you want to add the background, you want to add the transition, you want to fill the elements with color, border, shadows, and the likes. So that's that about EasyWorship. I hope we've been able to learn one or two things on how to use EasyWorship, and I hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I drop a new video. And also don't forget to like this video so that YouTube algorithm can recommend it to people that are in need of videos like this. Once again, this is Possible Production Academy. You can do well to follow me on all my social media accounts. I'm going to be dropping the link in the description of this video. And also, if you want a personal mentorship, a one-on-one mentorship, you want me to take you through the journey, because I also grow YouTube channel, I also do YouTube automation, I am also a social media manager. And also, if you are in need of one for your church, or you want someone that can just take you through on how to go about it, your social media of your church, can do it to have a one-on-one media consultation with me, can do a one-on-one to have a one-on-one chat with me. My number will be dropped in the description of the video. Thank you so much. I love you all. See you in the next video. Bye.